And we're back. Hello, hello to anybody already here. And can I say hello to people in the future? I don't know. Hello to people in the future. We are, well, first, we're trying to avoid any audio misfire. So let me just briefly look. Game audio is coming through. I'm coming through. That's probably good enough. Okay. Back to Koudelka. I meant to stream a little bit earlier in the week, but I should have known better than to walk idly. Turn down my headset a bit. But yeah, last time, gee, what happened last time? Koudelka arrived at this here monastery turned mansion in Wales. Met up with Edward and James, that's the name. James O'Flaherty? Something like that. With everybody pretty much everybody here having uncertain motives. And absolute last thing I remember doing was reaching this dungeon level of the manse, briefly encountering a ghost, and then getting stuck, not knowing what to do. I opted to go. I was like, fuck, just random battles. I don't want to spend a bunch of time wandering around trying to figure out where to go. So I just popped open a guide and within seconds closed it again. Because it turns out what the game wanted from me was to collect the rope ladder that was in the closet we opened up last time that had a zombie in it. It didn't automatically collect the rope ladder. I had to go back to it, reopen the cabinet, and then collect the ladder. So I don't know if I just had streamer brain and like missed the memo the first time that either said or showed that the ladder was in the closet. But oh well. I ran my way back there off stream, collected it so that we could start as much on the right foot as possible. And then I forgot about the random battle system, and here we are. One thing I did not do, which maybe I should have, was figure out what the deal is with weapon durability. Because last time, my precious sledgehammer that Edward was wielding snapped right in half. I think another weapon broke too, and I still have no idea how to tell if a weapon is about to like shatter into a million pieces or not. I don't know if the game's intention is that I should always just be. For some reason, I thought my stats were higher than this. I should just be grinding these random battles to pick up weapons from there, or what the deal is. And you know what? You could start. I think pretty much everybody could use agility. So vitality, and let's just get you way more agility because James is sometimes not doing anything at all. So, you know, Koudelka might be our caster. Edward might be the muscle. But if I don't give James some more of the agility stat, he's like the nothing. He does nothing. He does nothing for the party because he never gets a turn. So we'll spec accordingly. I still don't really know what to do with James, but there we go. At bare minimum, we'll be upping that stat so he can act more frequently. All right, this feels like progress. Would you believe, by the way, that I saved... The only save room I know of is 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5 screens away from this one. And when I went to collect the ladder before the stream started, I didn't have a single random battle. Running all the way back, all the way to the cupboard to get the ladder. Not a single one. And now it's coming coming back on me, I guess. Which is interesting because most, like, I'm no game dev, I'm no programmer, but my kind of understanding for a lot of RPGs that have random battles is that there's always like a hidden number that's ticking up. And like either what the number is or like how fast it ticks up is random, but like you're always inevitably building towards that next battle. So it's just very wild to me that I was able to get so far without having to encounter any fights. Also, I think I talked about this last time, but figured out that both weapons and spells have like an affinity system or like a training system. So like the more you use something, the better you theoretically get at it. So that's something I need to be more conscious of as well. Which is why I'm sort of using more magic with Koudelka, since that's what I more or less want her focus to be. Okay, question of the day. Will James heal or hurt with this axe? Today it's a hurt. I know if he had attacked that disembodied hand, it would have healed it. So how these two creatures are different, I do not know. This guy's got a lot of HP, but that's fine because we're gonna level up our flare spell. Holy! He does not like fire damage. It's actually kind of a shame when I was off stream that I didn't get into any fights, because that would be a great time to have been able to farm up some EXP and items. So let's see. What kind of weapon did we get here? Mystic Sword. Mystic S Sword. Small sword, I guess. So that's another MP drain thing. So for... I don't know, for Edward, like, I guess we keep letting him use knives for now just because he's got levels in him. And for James, whatever this is, it's level 1, but he's not going to have anything leveled up yet because he's a relatively new party member. I guess I'd have to go to a different screen to find out like what the weapon categories are. Status? Weapon. Ooh, that's not a lot of detail. I see fist. I see what appears to be maybe club, dagger, some kind of sword, some other kind of sword, axe, spear maybe, shield, and then pistol and rifle. That's how I'm reading the tiny little glyphs there. I don't know if there's a button that dives into deeper detail. I don't think there is. I think we just have to be satisfied with what we get there. Door open? Door no open. I'm kind of surprised that there's not even a prompt saying something's locked. Something's not right. Does that mean I shouldn't be in this room? What's this now? Found red glass part. Yeah, sure. I figured we'd have to step onto the tiny, tiny little dais. Oh. The clone army, I guess. What is it? The Silver Tier army. If I was Koudelka, what magic would I be weak to? Hit her with a tornado. Look at James fleeing from battle. Oh, he's casting. Edward on Edward violence. I also did a little bit of graphical tweaking. I think I was running at 2 times native resolution before. I bumped it up to 4, and I put some downsampling that a friend recommended on. I did not opt for any post-processing though, and some graphical issues don't look like they are going to have, at least not that I can tell, a solution. Particularly with like some of the polygons on the models turning transparent. Is she copying me exactly? Specifically, it seems to happen most pronounced not in the combat screen, on the world screen, and when the character is farther into the background. It seems like when those polygon issues are most likely to happen. I'm thinking that might just be a like an emulation issue, perhaps. James, body block? I don't think you can do that with magic. Let's see if this heals the ghost. It does. Gosh darn. Okay, so light element weapons heal ghostly figures, I guess? Oh, thank God they can't cast for a dang. The enemy Koudelka might if she's copied my stats, though. Also, I'd like to know how... Oh, he healed Koudelka? Interesting. Did good damage to James, though. So that's actually interesting, though. How did they multi-target? Is there like a button or command? Or is that just the enemy gets that kind of privilege, I guess? Perhaps if I was going to look up anything, I should have looked up the basic control scheme. Looks like a dead Koudelka ghost anyway. No big deal. I don't know. At this point, these characters have decent chunks of HP, and I've got tons of cheese and other healing items, so it is probably no big deal. This is probably not much of a fight. Oops, not move. Action. Magic. Let's focus him down. And he's done. Okay, it was a little dicey at first, but I think Caster Koudelka is gonna be the way to go. I mean, maybe casting James is the way to go too. Uh, let's see. I wonder if I should. I mean, they have so little MP, so it's probably not important. I'm like wondering if maybe on characters like Edward, I should be buffing his strength or something if he can't reach the enemy. Oh, god damn it. That sucks. Definitely meant to get a little farther than that. Action items. Remember, I'll go with cheese. That's safe. Can't remember if bread heals HP or not. I just noticed the game is running at 60 FPS. Sometimes, I should say. I kind of prefer it stayed around 30 to be more like the base hardware. I can limit that somewhere, but we're not going to mess with that this stream. Well, you know what it is? It's James and Koudelka probably have, what was it? Piety, I think, resists magic. So that's why they're not taking much damage, but Edward got kind of hit pretty heavy by that magic attack. Oh, more Koudelka. Okay. Works for me. She does the most damage. I like the little victory animation for James. Not 100% sure of himself sort of deal. Ooh, learn the spell Revive. I hope I don't have to use that, but glad to have it. I should probably consider next time she levels also giving Koudelka a bit of whatever the stat is that governs health. I don't remember. Because I don't want to make her too much of a glass cannon. Let's see. Equipment. I thought I saw... I saw something that said it was an icon. That could be not equipment at all. Icons necklace, icons earring. Ooh, that's kind of... I remember getting the necklace. Well, I guess that's fine. Like, it wasn't a random battle. I think that was probably a scripted battle. I'm just privately hoping I don't have to rely on random battles to get key items. It's shining with a sacred light. It appears to have been purified by the holy water. Oh, it's another safe spot. I'm glad to see it. The other one is quite far away. In the herb garden. Is our party... Let's see. Oh, okay. 776. I wasn't sure if we had a lucky number for our party or not. Edward utters a deep sigh as he stands in front of the stained glass.
Did you see all those bodies? Be quite a party if they were alive.
They've probably been abandoned for hundreds of years. Must be some fascinating old stories.
I saw some pretty fresh ones, too. One who was shot, one who'd been cracked in the head with an axe, and some with no visible signs of injury. They must have been poisoned.
I bet the new ones were fortune seekers like us. That old couple must
You
have
mean to
got-
tell me they killed all those people? Rubbish.
All those deaths are rubbish?
They're all liars and thieves anyway. This is still a monastery. This is still God's house, prison or no. Why all those liars and heathens are killed is none of my concern.
How could you possibly say a thing like that? That doesn't sound very priestly.
I am not a priest. I am a bishop.
I don't give a rat's ass what you are. Look, I'm not saying that all of those people were saints, okay? But that doesn't mean that they should be put to death.
You saw that old couple. They're so well-mannered, kind. You think they're killers?
Good manners?
Yes.
Think about it. Why would they leave the place such a mess?
I don't know.
You think they'd at least bury the body?
Possibly.
Anyway, I have this strange feeling we're not alone with all these bodies and ghosts. You'd better keep your mouths shut. If you want to live.
I love the interplay between Edward and James. Edward's kind of based, not gonna lie, but like James is killing it with his delivery too. And Koudelka's just playing mom. I really wish I knew how to fix the issue with the polygons kind of phasing out there. It's the only like sour spot I have so far with my experience, and it's not the game's fault at all.
Koudelka, did you find anything?
No, nothing.
Too quick. What a cutscene. Oh no, oh my god. Oh my god. Disc 2 already? Holy sheesh. I guess all that dialogue in the spare FMV really crunched through disk space. Man, that's wild. Like, graphically, you know, emulation errors aside, we're kind of in the same ballpark as like Parasite Eve 2. And that was a 2-disc game, if I recall. And you spend a lot more time on disc 1 in that game than Koudelka does on disc 1, but there is no voice acting in that game. And this is the era of CD-ROMs, but like, was there really that much dialogue? I guess the quality of the dialogue is really good. Is it just like barely compressed that it would cause there to be a need to switch discs so soon in the game? That's interesting. That's really interesting. Oh, this is not a cutscene. We are simply here. Poor Koudelka's nose constantly not loading properly. I hope I didn't miss anything above. Although I can probably come back later and get it. Ooh, this is a cool enemy. Hey, what's up, Buttertop? Welcome to the stream. I just got to Disc 2, and I got to Disc 2 a lot quicker than I was thinking I was going to get to Disc 2. This game must have, like, the least compressed audio of any PlayStation game for it to have to switch discs so soon. I was staggered. So the vocals are clear, and so's the music. It's very nice. Yeah, I would say conservatively 2 to 3 hours, depending on like how quickly you get through it, how savage the random battles are on you. God damn it! When I was not looking, did James break another weapon? Buttertop, you played this game, right? Do you understand how? Oops, not like that. Do you understand how weapon durability works? Because like, I was quite surprised when my sledgehammer shattered in the last time I played. God damn it, my knife did shatter. Listen, Edward, you're going through knives like nobody's business, so you're gonna have to live with a normal knife for now. And James, you're just healing too many people with this axe. So I think you're gonna become a pipe man. You're gonna become a master of piping, James. Durability's a mystery to you as well. That's fair. Yeah, I was wondering how you would have set up your party. I have Koudelka spec'd pretty strongly into magic and agility. And then Edward is like my physical beater. And then I don't know what the fuck to do with James. I'm just giving him health because I guess he can do that for us. But I'm realizing that pretty much everybody should have agility at this point. I don't know what's interactable or not, so... Oh, gosh. The control scheme. Is this a door? What's the door? Where's the door? I don't really need pistol rounds. The pistol seems awful. And back into battle. God damn. That's another thing I was gonna ask you, Buttertop. Do you have any concept of how to deal with like some of the polygons like not loading? Like sometimes, you know, like you'll see through people's faces or torsos or whatever. I messed around with some settings before stream, but I can't seem to figure out how to remedy that. Yeah, I guess I could apply a bunch of Vaseline with post-processing, but I'm just not sure if it's just an emulation issue that I have to live with or not. Well, not like whole torsos, just like individual like polygons or whatever missing from the torso. Or face or whatever. Like it should be visible on the do this, and I think some vitality. Boop, 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 boop. So like on Koudelka here, if I can get her to face the camera better, like her nose is like certain quadrants of the texture or whatever are like not loading properly. Tapping like on her shoulder too. I don't really know what's causing that to happen. I swear to God, I pressed X on this door so many times.
Darn.
How does it look? You think we can get out?
I don't think so. You'd need the strength of a bear to break those bars with your hands.
What do you mean we can't get out? How hard can it be?
Why don't you ask these guys?
Damn it! Did you see that? Someone's in here. Will you shut up and get us out of here? How hard can it be for thieves like you to get us out of a place like this? Try saying that in the East End, holy man. Your severed head would hit the ground before you even finish the thought. This is worthless. I can't believe I'm wasting my time on you. I'm on a mission from God.
He's a blues brother.
What a waste. Such a terrible waste. My name's Charlotte. Not that it means anything. Not that you have a prayer. I'm talking to 3 dead people. Nobody's gonna save you. Nobody.
So you died here as well?
Yes, I died here too, hundreds and hundreds of years ago. They locked me up in here right after I was born. They beheaded me the day I turned 9. Happy birthday. I've been trapped here ever since, and no one even knows who I am.
My poor little angel.
Poor little angel, me? Save your pity for yourself. You'll be dead within 3 days.
Not true. I don't know what your circumstances are, but I know that your mother loved you very, very much.
My mother? I don't know her face, her name, where she came from. Nothing. You're telling me that means nothing? From the day I was born, day I die, no one ever loved me. And I never wanted to be loved. Just die! All of you! Just die!
It's like a classic spooky sound as she faded out. I feel like I've heard that like 1,000 times watching Supernatural. But hey, I'll say this for James. He is not the most pleasant person towards Edward and Koudelka, but at least he was like immediately willing to show like compassion towards the child's ghost. It speaks to maybe his like classist nature more than anything else, or he just thinks that's like appropriate way to act. This guy reminds me of Matador from Shin Megami Tensei, which is he better not be. Well, ghosts are weak to normal knives, so that's good to know. Hey, my magic level went up. I know a lot of stuff has the affinity scaling. Does all magic go up when you use magic, I wonder? Oh, right. These weapons don't do conventional damage. Damn it, I knew there was something I was forgetting. Well, cool effects, but like everybody else who's cast a spell on Koudelka, 0 damage. Oh no, see, like Flare is level 2 now, so that's definitely definitely each per spell or whatever. Guess I better try and level up all the elements in case I run into a boss that's just like only takes decent damage from one particular element. I wonder if I need to... What if for James, we start changing our tune a bit? We make him... Give him... You know, he probably doesn't even need this. If we do it like this and start making him also decent at casting. Oh, a rifle. All right. I wonder if that's better than the pistol, which is quite ass. I mean, he's got decent dexterity. You wanna hold a gun, preacher? Of course, I don't have rifle bullets. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. Oh, gotta press X. Ooh, the monastery torture room. Found mace. Yeah, I guess I'll put that on. Put that on Edward. Then wait for it to break and make me sad again. Yeah. I've got EXP on him already for clubs or blunt weapons, or however you want to think of it, so may as well. You see a woman's corpse. From what's left, you can tell that she must have died horribly. Oh, kidding. I mean, I guess a torture chamber in like a medieval monastery isn't like the most out there thing. And this is Wales, not the Spanish Inquisition, but we have a little fun. We do a little bit of torture. All right, just... That's about pistol level damage. That ain't that impressive. I mean, this thing could be resistant to it for all I know, but... Whack him! Holy crap! That creature does not take damage from blunt weapons. So far, the answer in combat is Koudelka, Koudelka, and Koudelka. That's not fair. James was doing... Not James. Edward was doing pretty good work. Just wasn't his lucky weapon interaction there. Alright, how about this, man? I gave you... What? A single point of intelligence? Show us your moves. Do spells... Do you know this if you're still your Buttertop? Do you know if spells... Are they leveled per person? Or are spells just leveled no matter who uses them? Because I noticed... I used Megalith with James, and then Megalith was already selected for Koudelka. It makes me wonder if the experience bars are shared for magic? That would make it easier to level magic, I guess. Somebody need healing? Yes, Edward. He's getting magic slapped. Wait, is that something on the ground? Knuckles. Nice. Okay, I'll give that to Edward after his mace breaks. God. Koudelka and Nux. There are name tags attached to the mummies. They read Valna and Vigna. You see something green and shiny between the two bodies. It looks like the green key, but you can't get to it. Valna and Vigna are in the way. Do you want to pull the green key away from Valna and Vigna? Seems like a trap, but I love traps. Valna says, give us back our dolls. Vigna says, run, get away while you still can. Well, listen, guys, you got to make up your mind. I don't know how to tell you this, but you're not my first... You're not the first ghost I've killed. You might not even be the first child ghost I've killed. I can't remember. You guys look like you would love to get hit by the tornado spell. James, for science, use the tornado spell. Edward, just do what you're good at. Miss. I don't think I've seen actually Edward miss before. I don't think I've seen Koudelka miss before. Gimmick fight, perhaps? Perchance? Okay, I get it. I need to try to escape, right? Because one of them said run. Maybe not. They're not doing anything, though. Oh god, it was just that difficult to get away. So I think they're probably invulnerable, and I have to, like, come back when I, have their doll. Do I still have a map for this place? Yes. So look, there's a door and some stairs. I think they could do to have the random encounters maybe a little less frequently. No. Do I get a pink screen every battle? Did I get a pink screen just now? I guess I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, wait a minute. Magic totally doesn't level up between the both of them because his flare is level 1. Ay, ay, ay. Well, whatever. I have no idea if I get a pink screen every battle. Is that not normal? Is that... Or... Does that happen to you, or is that just me? I mean, check away. I already have some graphical oddities, which is really funny because I'm using the PvP file that you sent me, and my duck station is pretty much standard except for adjusting like the native resolution putting on downsampling. Like, I don't think we've done anything differently in terms of like the software, unless you have other settings adjusted. By the way, Buttertop, I know you're pretty sure you managed to score a physical copy of this game. Are you gonna actually play the physical copy? Or are you just collector's iteming it? Ooh, low damage. Wrong element. You might play it briefly to see if it works. But when you emulate stuff, you try to grab it. I mean, that's the noble thing to do, for sure. I mean, this is the first time I've been emulating something in quite a while. And I would love to grab a copy of this game, but, like, that's fantastically irresponsible for me to invest the kind of money that most people are charging for it. Like, if I saw this thing for, and this is also an irresponsible amount, first of all, but, like, if I saw this game for, like, $150, I'd probably snag it, but, like, that's not even, like, a quarter of what this game is going for most often. So, like, it's just not in the cards. Especially if you finish the game. Yeah, I mean, that's respectful to do, of course, even if they are, even if, like, to be fair, on, like, games like this, nobody's profiting. Like, there's nobody, like, left to profit off of it. Like, Sacknaut doesn't still exist. I don't think the studio it's spun into for Shadow Hearts still exists, question mark. And I don't think it's available for digital download anywhere. It's like, for some games, it's very much like a victimless crime. If you want to look at it that way. But I would like to own this game out of respect for it, but not gonna happen. I would need some financial windfalls to want to do that. But I do agree that's a good policy just to have in general. I mean, I guess if I could get it digitally anywhere, like, I wouldn't be emulating it, because whatever local emulation that some official company has gone through, presumably doing a good job, was going to be better than emulating on an emulator like DuckStation. That might be actually not true with the way some companies are, but man, I should probably just keep casting with James. He's got good amount of MP. He's just not doing very good damage yet because I haven't spec'd him in that direction yet. Not attack. Koudelka cast. We'll go back to Geyser. Maybe I'll have like James spec into 2 spells and Koudelka spec into 2 spells, and that way it might be reasonable to gain decent levels in either of them. Also, sorry Edward, I wasn't paying attention to the battle. I would have healed you. I'm sure the arrangement suits James just fine, though. Alright, we definitely want to keep up with these stats. And... yeah, vitality. Yeah, but I wonder if that's an actual PS1 playthrough, or if somebody else is just also emulating it in that video. Like I absolutely for sure buy like a certain degree of PlayStation wobble in it. It just seems, and obviously you're supposed to have been playing on an interlaced tiny little 480 TV, or 4x3, not 480, 4x3, like, you know, TV. So a lot of that should have been hidden. Possible to know it's pretty crunchy. So not render upscaled. Yeah. What was I gonna do with the? What was I gonna do with you? Oh, he needs, if I recall, height determines character's resistance to opponent's magic. Yeah, I think flavorful or no, Edward needs a little more piety so he doesn't get blown the heck up by every passing spell. Okay, I just got 2 rings. Water ring and water ring? Sounds good to me. It's all some kind of buff. It's actually funny how often like equipment drops in random battles, since a lot of JRPGs typically did not handle equipment that way. Like you might occasionally get gear from a battle, but usually equipment was like purchased or found in a box. MND isn't, mine is supposed to be your mana pool though, right? Uh Chances of successfully using an attack and healing magic. Oh no, it's just the, no, it's definitely piety that improves that. Mine is theoretically your chance to hit with magic. Yeah. I guess that explains why why James has decent MP pool. It's a tank. It's filled with acid. Do you want to take some acid? Do I have something to put it in? Okay, yeah, it's like, what, like in my pocket? Yeah, it seems to be like the magic dex. Oh, it's a little arboration, a little shambling monstrosity. A little goopy guy. I cast fire. And you... I don't know what to do with you. Cast rocks on that eyeball. Alright, do we do damage to this thing? Yeah. Yeah, it's not great, but hey, Red. Yeah, goopy guys don't like fire. Seems like a lot of things don't like fire, which that's relatable, I guess. True. Oh, darn it, I was looking away. I didn't see how effective or not James was. Probably not. Let's hit it with the geyser. Gotta get geyser to level 2. I feel like I should like hotkey a button to like accelerate the game so I can get past some of like the outro and intro for random battles. Is this an acid box? It's just some boring rifle bullets. Something about this crypt area does not feel very like UK monastery to me, I guess. Last time she said something wasn't right, I had to fight ghosts of ourselves. Well, that's not a ghost of ourselves, but that is a thing. It is kind of an awesome boss design. What is this? Like a demonic set of fallopian tubes? Like, what am I looking at here? Pretty sure it doesn't like fire, though. Edward, you keep... Or James. I don't know why I mix these guys' names up. James, you keep trying your best. Edward, run defense. Edward. That damage ain't it, buddy. You know, they gave me all this grid space, but so far I haven't felt really any need to use grid space. Ah! That magic missed. Somebody said mine was useless. The useless mind, I see. I think more fire while we figure out... Do what we know works while we figure out how to make the dudes useful in this fight. Okay. How about rocks? And you... Oh, God. I feel like normal knuckles aren't necessarily going to do a whole lot extra. So, I don't know. Maybe this light axe is good against whatever the hell this monster is. Oh, God, please. I'm sounding more like James. Okay. Well, running strategy is... Try Geyser. Running strategy is just make sure Koudelka doesn't take any strays. Because the fight's over if she gets hurt. Which might mean it's time to heal Edward. That's about the same as the fire spell. Edward, Edward, Edward. I mean, he's still got half his health. That's good enough. I just want to know if this axe will do any damage. Oh my god, I hate this axe. They gave this to us as like a cruel joke. It heals like 75% of the enemies in the game so far. Alright, how can we make you useful? I feel fairly confident that this heal spell will be pathetic. I think it's dead. Oh, no, it's not dead, but I think it's weak. Yeah, the weapon's massively changing your stats just in general can be the difference between, like, HP or, like, when a spell is cast on you, if it does 0 damage or, like, 400. It's certainly a decision. Maybe I should put James in the way. Hey, you know what? Edward's got the HP. He's got this. The combat definitely has a lot of, and the kinds you get being randomly spec'd from enemies. Is that how it is? It's like the weapons are randomly spec'd? That's interesting. Yeah, I think the combat seems, I don't know, serviceable, I guess? But I don't remember who I said this to, but it definitely... It doesn't feel like this was like a combat system that was 0 damage with the gun. Okay. This guy's really busting my balls. I don't know. The combat system doesn't... It feels like very tacked on, I guess. Like, it does truly feel like it was supposed to be more like Resident Evil, and then somehow we ended up with RPG instead. Because I don't know if they know what the hell they were up to when they made this. Because it's simultaneously, like, basic, but also confusing. Okay, I switched to Knuckles. How do Knuckles do? I mean, I think that was probably about as good as the mace, but it looks cooler, so call that a win. Wait, what happened? What did I do? I'm super confused. Like a second ago, Edward had like 1200 HP? What did I do? What did I cast on this boy? Did the light axe buff his HP after a swing? I don't understand. Not 0 is honestly a goal for the guys. Oh, the axe had more vit. That's God. It even knowing that that's the system, it's still like I'm still struggling to recognize that. God. Edward's just getting the ever-loving shit beat out of him. Another magical miss. I feel like I've made critical errors in character creation. I'm sure there'll be a respec kiosk just around the corner, though. You've used 10 whiskeys on some? Does whiskey recover magic? Oh, interesting. My fire spell did a lot less than usual. Do spells have range? Or is there like damage drop off over range? Oh, the whiskey's a phoenix down. Okay. James might be needing that kind of or Edward might be needing that kind of action soon. Then again, I like Edward does any goddamn damage, so Edward, just eat some cheese. Just sit there, look pretty, eat cheese, soak hits. It's a simple life I have planned out for you. Oh, James. We're gonna have you close in. You bumbling fool. And what should we do here? I have you switch to the mace, I guess. I think that probably has more vit. And then you both can just soak hits. Oh! Not, maybe not. Actually, you might just die. James is not as strong as Edward. We're gonna go back to casting flares. Can I use... Yeah, okay, time for the whiskey machine. Yes, that's exactly what it looks like when you drink whiskey. It's definitely the first boss with enough HP to prolong a fight this far. There's definitely damage drop off for spells, though. So you can't just stay... Or if you stay at the complete back row, it looks like you'll be leaving damage on the table. Well, shucks. I guess I need to be leveling my piety more if I want more MP. He is dead. It wasn't a very dramatic fight, but it was no, some piety here. It was interesting. Some sort of spread like this, I think. Whoa! James double leveled? All right. Get another icon item. I can't wait to meet this icon. Wait, is this the icon ahead of me? Well, yes, I will also save. That's fine too. The save noises, the save sound effects. Where have I heard those? I think those might be like Xenogears save sound effects. I don't know. You see a statue of a woman. Woman statue. Would you please accept my icon things? No. This is the wrong statue. These relics are not for you, woman. Okay, I could do without it prompting the save though when I forcefully step on the little floor circle. Ah, please. Hello, scorpion frog man and his torture ball accomplice. I don't know. Hey, scorpion frogman, do you like to get wet? Yeah, how can I put it? I might not really mind the encounter rate if I was just like playing privately, but when I'm streaming the game, it's like it's somewhat burdensome, right, to feel like I have to fill airspace when there's not much to say about these random battles. So it's in danger. It's in danger of during battle time becoming Koudelka ASMR. I mean, that's also grating, yes. Well, you can't reach him, James, so you may as well cast on him. So he's dead. I wonder if the spell from James will automatically redirect to the next available enemy, or if it's the kind of RPG where the spell / turn is lost when an enemy dies before you can trigger the effect. We were just learning CDs. CDs had been out. It was 98. No, they had no excuses. They had time. We're like, what, a scant few years? From PlayStation 2? Moving up to DVDs? Clean the balls, Koudelka. I don't care for that. Well, I guess as long as she's not even gonna feel it, it's fine. Oh, he silenced her though. What a dickhead. I guess this is why we still have a gun on us. I mean, like, they're applied via attacks, and it, because your casting doesn't always go off immediately, I guess it makes sense if you get silenced that it cancels out your cast. It's kind of a cute dying noise. Boing boing. Like, how do you know if your weapon will inflict it? I can tell you that much. I actually do know that. If you go to your, I guess equip screen's fine. Go to the equip screen and then you press right on the weapon. It'll bring up this screen that tells you what attack type it is, what your level in that weapon is, and if it has a speciality. Like the Mystic Pipe silences. No way to fucking know that. I like how the rapier's special ability is that it hits things. That's a little ambiguous. I don't know if that's like sure hit or what, but anyway. Yeah. You know, I'm sure that it'll all be made clear to you though. All the mysteries of Koudelka will become apparent once you get your physical copy and you can open up the manual. That's the the bummer of emulating is that unless you go out of your way to go find one, you don't have your manual handy. I don't understand the default control scheme for this game, though. It drives me crazy that circle is going into the menu, and then triangle is backing out of the menu and running. I'm constantly, yeah, I could. I know. But I probably won't. I don't know what it is about me as a person, but it is extremely rare for me to ever remap controls. I don't know if it imprinted on me early in games where you couldn't remap controls, but like most of the time I just deal with it. I just learn. The only games like I've remapped controls in are like competitive games, like a competitive shooter like Hunt Showdown or a fighting game sometimes. Sometimes. It probably is forward thinking because there's a lot of very modern ass games that will not let you remap their controls. So score another modern thinking point for Koudelka. It's very forward thinking except when it comes to its combat system. And you know, like, I don't really love the combat system, but it is somewhat offset by having the sickest enemy designs. Or some of the sickest enemy designs I've seen on PlayStation 1. I'm going to move Koudelka closer, just on that damage drop-off theory. Tombs to slay church monsters too. I mean, currently it's Tune to slay church monster too. This might be one of the best battle themes I've ever heard. But it is just the one so far. I could do with a few more. Oh, that's interesting. James was only able to... I must have lost track of something. Doesn't make sense. Punch this ghost, Edward. Punch his lights out, please. Oh, really? He can't move any farther forward? Okay. The boss one is different. Was the fallopian tube monster, I thought, a boss, or is it just a strong monster? I don't recall the music being different, but I might not have been paying proper attention. Oh, really? Edward is not allowed to go any farther than this. Is it because, like... Why is that? Tis a boss? I guess I just wasn't paying attention. For a combat system that's, like, functionally, like, the important parts are pretty straightforward, I keep running into, like, mysteries. Like, why can Edward not go any farther than this? Oh, I'm on Koudelka right now, so... Not quite relevant, but still. She can't go farther than that either. Nada. So you figured out the grid system just a few days ago. Basically, when a character is on a horizontal plane, they occupy the entirety of it. So what you're saying is like, you can't advance any farther than the closest enemy, and presumably vice versa, where the enemy can't advance any farther than your closest ally. I see. I guess that's a really ironclad way to make sure, like, your softer, like your caster Koudelka is like safe as long as the meat shields still breathe. Because the enemy will have, barring their own ranged attacks, the enemy will have no choice but to deal with them. Yeah, I want to get her piety up to 20, I think. And stay easy, Edward. Stay easy to understand. I guess I was going to level his piety too, just for the resistance. But if I just give him more health, he doesn't need to resist more magic, right? I think that's fine. You find a storage room filled with items at the end of the tunnel. No, what I found is another sick cutscene.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I can't believe these treasures are in this monastery. Is that Montaigne's signature? Oh, that's a Caravaggio. Unbelievable, truly. Why have these treasures been forgotten?
Treasures.
If these treasures can be contributed to the Vatican, their value to Christianity is unquantifiable. What a discovery.
Do you remember what this place is? It's not just a monastery, it was a prison. People were executed for fighting each other for supremacy. These treasures must have been taken from them, soaked with curses and hatred. You'll be cursed if you worship those things.
I am a busy man that does not have the patience to teach you the importance of faith. But I will tell you why we have found these treasures. It could only have come from the guidance of God. God sees all, he knows all. Got it?
Preach to the converted.
What about you, Edward? You seem a little more educated than she.
Damn!
I don't really care. Talk to me about monetary value. Save the holy crap.
It seems I'm disappointed once again. I believe these dead thieves are better than you two. At least they appreciated true value.
Instead of preaching, I want you to understand something, okay? You can't label all those dead bodies as thieves hunting treasure. I saw plenty of dead women who were cut up and mixed in with the mummies, and they were pretty fresh.
Yeah. Strange. Even if I were used to seeing dead bodies, I'd be vomiting.
So it is that couple. But why?
Fools! How could such a kind and faithful couple be cold-blooded killers? This is the work of jealousy and greed. And pagans born of savagery, immigrants. I will not be a party to such abusive slander.
Oh, you're a party, all right.
This is so unpleasant.
Oh, man. At a certain point, when will James be like, yeah, okay, there might be like dozens upon dozens of freshly killed corpses here. And the only people we know that live here, you know, are probably the ones who shot at us. But they're still kind and loving and God-fearing because they sucked my ego off. But I do recall... James said he was a bishop, which is like a pogun, no kidding. A bishop's pretty high ranking in the Catholic Church, right? Like, I'm not I'm exposing my ass here. I'm not Catholic, but like, isn't a bishop like a rather high rank? So it's very possible that like he's dressed modestly, we'll say, for the road, but that James is very much only used to hanging out with fellow rich people. And is in a his life position allows him to be, let's say, an art admirer, such that he would get like fixated on that kind of thing. Now, I'm not gonna say that it appears that he may be worshiping idols or anything. It's purely faith-based worship, I'm sure, of these relics, but I mean that goes with high-ranking standing, right? It also fits with his general opinion of anyone who is poor. I don't have any better way to describe it. Yeah, he said, like, I'm a bishop, not a priest. I don't have to actually deal with people. Good job lowering my luck, bro. The stat I never level in any RPG ever. Get literally dunked on. The long hold on the body. Can I punch ghosts from here? I think I can punch a ghost from here. Pa! The ghost is throwing a fit over that. Did the ghost summon Meteor? Ah, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I love the little shuffle they do as well. I also love that nobody can fucking hurt Koudelka in Pierce. Like, maybe when the ghosts start carrying, like, locks, Koudelka will have to worry, but as long as they're casting spells, she seems fine. Alright, James, we'll make something out of your miserable situation somehow. I think his role is going to be eventually cast spells okay, and then stand in front of Koudelka to use his HP pool to absorb hits. Is there more than one way out of this room? Yes. Probably 2 doors. It's very hard to tell my orientation. Yeah, okay, there's 2 doors here. Okay, I'm just curious if this other door opens. Locked with the red key. Okay. I don't have eye tracking or anything, or even a blinking model, so you can't see. Can't see. I just closed my eyes and like silent despair there. I just want to explore. Okay. Why don't you fortify strength? I should be able to move up as long as he's blocking the path. We appreciate that new knowledge. Good move, Ball. 3 AP. See, that's another thing. I've seen AP, which I assume is action points like Fallout or something. But I don't, unless I'm like stupid, which is possible. I haven't seen like an AP meter. Like, how do I tell how much AP I have? How much AP I'm saving? Fucking heals Koudelka. You did so little damage to Koudelka with your spell that you healed her. Good job. All right, Edward. Wait, can you not really? Oh, I guess it got pushed so far back. Slug it. Level up those fists. I've been guessing the 3 AP means it raises the stat 3 points. That makes sense. The abbreviation doesn't make any sense, but your guess makes a lot of sense. But is that worth it? 3 points? Yeah, like the only thing I've done with a guide is I didn't know where to go at the end of the last session, and then I went to look up at that exact spot and then realized there's a rope ladder in the closet of an enemy I'd beaten. But that's like all I've looked, so I don't know any combat mechanics that I haven't learned myself. Which is, I don't know. It's kind of fun. It gives me something to do here on stream besides reacting to the story content, is trying to figure out what the hell was going through the developers' minds. Looks like some kind of statue that's been plastered up inside the wall. If you poured water on it from above, you might be able to get it out. What about acid? Of course, I still don't have a container for that. Well, I said that really confidently. Yeah, okay. No visible container yet. What if I gave you the bow gun, your HP goes down. But what if I gave the bow gun to Koudelka? Wow, what a strength swing. What about the rifle? So interesting. I wonder. These weapons must have like base damage too, I'm sure. But I lose agility if I switch to the bow gun. Not much though. Like 2 points of agility to get like a bunch extra dex, vitality, and strength, and even a little bit of piety. I don't know. That seems like a good deal to me. We'll make up for the agility before long. What? What is that noise? I can't tell if I was doing that by pressing the interact button or not. Sally forth. And I'm not going to bother with that silly casting on Edward stuff. Maybe if somebody was better at magic, they would get more than 3 AP, and that would make that spell more worthwhile. What to do with you, James? I don't know. Attack. Another guess is the fortify probably has to be grinded like the attack spells. It might be both, too. Why not both? Why not the worst of both worlds? I mean, so far, I haven't been given any incentive to want to grind spells. Like, I can see the utility of not, like, putting all your eggs in one spell basket. In case you run up against an enemy that just, like, absorbs whatever element. But they do a decent bit of damage, even at level 1. That's rude. Yeah, it said 8 AP agility. Where do I put my last point? Where do I put my last point? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe mine still, like, I know you're not sure about it, Buttertop, but, like, I would hate for my spells to start missing. That's just because that's like, oh, it's the sound of me walking on whatever this is. I mean, I have no idea what is lucky or unlucky with the ring drops, to be honest. I've gotten a handful of them. And I just equip them when I get them, but I don't know if there's one that, like, redefines how the game is played or not. That's looking like a bottle. Maybe I could put some acid in it. Nope, it's a consumable. Fuck me. Hey, the teddy bear. Looks like we can get a green key, perhaps. You found a teddy bear. Looks like there's a letter stuffed inside it. Do I have to take the old letter? Oh, okay. I see. I figured we go straight to reading it. Huh? Huh? I guess I'm not gonna get to read the letter? Read command. Oh my god. Never, ever, ever in a video game in my whole life have I seen that shit. It reads, he performed the secret experiment to forget the pain of love. May all people be saved by God's divine lights. All of his lights. Cool. SPPL? I don't know. Secret pain people light. That's the code. It's interesting to have just a whole ass section just for read. Well, that's interesting. I think I've been on the other side of one of these doors before, perhaps? No, I just want the little lion thingy. I'll be honest. If I've run into a green key door, I don't remember. By the way, Buttertop, have you found any armor in this game? I feel like I'm on disc 2 and I haven't found any armor. That seems strange to me. Maybe I'm crazy for that. Only one piece of armor so far. That's just another interesting choice. Another interesting call. Wow. All right. I don't know how you're supposed to get more. I mean, I guess it's either in a box or it's a drop, right? Not too many options with this game. Luck stat? Man, I don't give a fuck if it's the luck stat. I will beat the game armorless. It would be funny. Yes, it would be funny. And I wouldn't even be surprised, I guess. Like they're moving to their own groove here, you know? They don't care what I think. Their company's dead. I mean, no. You know what RPG I want to play? This just got me thinking. I want to play Moon RPG. I want to play Moon RPG really bad. I might have to do that. What? What happened? I hit 2 guys? Is it because my flare is level 2? If... Does the flare have to be... So does the magic have to be level 2 to hit multiple targets? And then do targets have to be adjacent? Or does it just have to be level 2? The mysteries intensify. Oh, fuck me. If I level up int for him, though, then I also have to level up mind? It's all so complicated. Moon RPG is an RPG by, I believe, the same studio that made Tulip. Not too long ago, maybe a few years ago, I believe Tim Rogers did an official translation for it. Or, God, was it an official translation or did he do a fan? Was he like volunteer for a fan project? I don't remember. I think it was an official translation though. And it just seems like a really quirky, one of those quirky, soulful RPGs that we really didn't get a chance to experience stateside due to, you know, not appearing interesting enough to the, you know, the people who would have decided whether or not that kind of thing gets import or translated and imported or not. Okay, Koudelka gave me the word. She said the word's bird, and she also said something's not right here. Which means a boss fight. But before that, I just want to check this out. There's a stone tablet. You want to pick it up? I don't know. If you let me pick it up, I'll pick it up. You're like, don't ask me, because if it's possible, and if you ask me, I'm always going to say yes. Even if it's just clearly a bad idea. I'll just say yes every time, so... Just tell me if I want to pick it up, alright? Klepto shit? It's not klepto shit. I don't take everything that moves in meat space. But if it's in the digital space, I'm gonna take it, you know? I was never the world's biggest adventure game player, but I know the lessons. No matter how innocuous looking something is, if you can touch it, if you can interact with it, it has value. Okay, are you guys adjacent enough to get blasted? I'm curious to find out. But yeah, I think in Moon RPG, the idea is that you play as one of the random monsters that inhabit the world, and you're sort of like picking up the pieces that are left behind by like the, you know, quote RPG protagonist unquote. Like after he like blows through an area, you kind of like help people deal with the aftermath. Yeah, it's a cool concept. It's one of them games what has commentary in it, I suppose. What is the nature of an RPG, man? Hey, what did you look at that? James did damage with a spell. Look at the spells on James here. Would God approve, though? No, please, punch it. God. Everything you touch falls to pieces, Edward. I mean, any world where there's spells, the Pope is probably maxing them because the Pope is high rank enough that he can ignore the rules. That's my very super duper hot take that nobody else would ever have. Alright, Geyser Spell, it's time to level up. You've had your fun, but I've cast you so many times. I wonder what is max level for any given item. Level up that pie! Okay, we need to heal. So that we can, I don't know, face down this boss because I got nothing else. It probably up here then. Yeah, this looks like a little boss spot. Little boss cubby. A boss nook. His Cthulhu-looking mother. Nice third leg. This dude closed distance way too quickly for my comfort. I'll leave that to Edward to soak, thank you. Not my job. Oh, fuck. I forgot to equip Edward. I'm like a fucking idiot. That's fine. Okay, it's getting less fine. Maybe this horrible monstrosity can be hurt by the light axe. Magic. Tornado. Tornado. $14 damage. That's like an all-time magic high on Koudelka. He silenced James. Seems like every fucking enemy has got a silence effect. Alright, time to redeem yourself, Light Axe. This weapon's a trap. They did this on purpose. Not that I'd done any damage to him yet, so there's no loss, but still. Okay, well, let's whack him up, I guess. Ooh. Things are looking real dire. Maybe we go to Flare, because it's looking like another round where maybe only Koudelka does damage against the boss. We could do Normal Knife. I think Normal Knife would be great for him right now. It's already level 2 in knives. Wait. And attack. Ooh. Yikes. So James is both silenced and worthless when it comes to his attacks. So I guess that means James will be force-feeding Edward bread. This is now a feeder stream. It's the worst thing I've ever said in my life. Who's the power geyser? Oh, this guy? Is this the guy that you had to use like 40 whiskeys on? Because it's looking pretty bad for our crew with their ability to hurt it. Good news, James! I'm giving you your pistol back. He's pretty tough. Not James, Edward. Oh. What is it about those two names in particular? Well, anyway, get blasting. Hey! Respectable damage from Edward. Does that mean James needs to equip a rifle? Big jump on this one? Oh, in difficulty? I mean, he's still doing like no damage to Koudelka. He sure did silence her though, so I know I have items to cure that. So yes, I'm pretty sure I do. Panaceas, yeah. Yeah, when you first said big jump, I was like, the enemy has a jump attack, hey? Continue blasting. This plant has moves? Well, it does move. The energy attack it does reminds me of something so specific that I'm probably the only one who knows. But it reminds me of a creature from the novel, the Clive Barker novel, Magica. There were creatures that had like their head was like two hands clasped in prayer, essentially, and they could shoot lightning out of their hand heads. And just that's what this monster reminds me of. Yep. I'm gonna doggedly keep trying to level Geyser. He's not doing that much less damage than Flare, so whatever. Alright, as for you... Congrats on switching to rifle duty. Even though it probably tanked your HP crazy. Out of ammo. Very interesting, like, that the firearms have to reload and it takes a whole damn turn to do it. The whole point of this is the boss theme? This sounds like the regular theme, man. I think this one theme is just really long. And, like, if the fight goes on for a long time, you actually get to hear, like, the other parts of it. But this sounds like the normal theme to me. What? 0 damage from the rifle? What's the logic here? Why does the pistol kick its ass, but the rifle does 0 damage? I mean, I'll try to remember what this one sounds like. I'll try to hold it in my mind long enough for the next random battle. No promises, though. I have a streaming debuff in terms of the amount of things I can keep in my head at the moment. Magic and Geyser. I gotta say, right now I'm like in no danger whatsoever. Oh God! Meh. It's just really slow going. It's just ominously walking up to Edward. Edward doesn't care. Edward's gonna blast you. And as for Koudelka, we just keep pushing forward. I guess I should not be lazy and I should try every spell to see if one does like Mondo damage. Or it'll just die. It could just die. That's fine too. E and Z. Boop, boop, boop. And sure. Oops. Boop, boop. Something like that. What's with James on the double leveling spree? Is this the favor of God? Oh no, it's just him catching up. Evil horn. Don't mind if I do. I guess it's interesting that like dead bosses equal save points. I don't think I've ever seen it done that way before. Priest's Court. Purify the boss space and use it as a savey point. True, true. Okay. I am going to take a quick break to hit the can, and then I will be back. So just a moment. Okay, and we are back. Let's see. Probably, I guess I killed so many bosses, right? 3 or 4 at this point, so I must be making good progress. Probably go for another 40 minutes to an hour or so. We'll see. Seems like a good chunk size for playing this game. I have to say, one thing I've kind of noticed so far is that it's been fairly linear of a game experience. Every time I've thought I was not in a linear sequence, I was always mistaken, and it was actually a linear sequence. So I'm wondering if that's going to hold up or not as the game proceeds.
Always blame everything on the savagery of pagans. Are all men of the cloth like that?
It's senseless to tell you this, but the truth is...
What the?
Well, shucks. The chandelier lost a hand. It goes uncommented on, though. There it is. I was going to say, where's the gosh darn hand? Daniel's arm. Want to pick it up? Of course I do. No earthly idea what I would do with it, but yes. Oh, can I climb up this? Why, yes I can. I know a leading camera angle when I see one. Throw back the bolt. Oh, that's supposed to be a shortcut, huh? All the way back to here. Okay. We have looped the monastery somewhat. Let me down. Let me down. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm losing the background music. I'm not sure. One thing you figured out recently, you can actually save in every room as long as it has the S symbol when you walk in. I'm not sure I know what you mean by that. So far, there's been specific save points. Is there like a menu save option too or something? Only on entry when the... Oh. That's... Oh, I know what you're talking about now. That's wild. That's really crazy. I don't have any other word for it. That's crazy. That speaks... Well, I think that just... To me, that just speaks to a... some muddled design whether in like planning or intent or like having to go back and change things. Like that, what that says to me is at some point somebody decided that like, we should give you them more opportunities to save than just the boss save spots. And they just sort of like tacked it on. Because I definitely get the impression that like what the director cared about was the story and the characters. And I don't know how much the director cared about like the various little gameplay bits and pieces. That's just my like speculation, not based on anything anything like real. It's just when I look at has the clearly has the most amount of effort, and then the rest, it just that's the way it feels. More whiskey. And as long as you don't get party wiped, I don't know how you lose this game with the amount of whiskey they've given me. As you move up the stairs, you come across a man carrying a gun. Without saying a word, he starts shooting at you. Is this, Ogden? It kind of looks maybe like Ogden? I don't know. Looks like a guy that's about to get blasted with magic. What is with the... Does he have a cover system? Like, what's the boxes? They don't look like angry boxes. Oh! I miscalculated! I shouldn't have moved Koudelka that far up. What was I thinking? I've killed untold, like, eldritch monstrosities. But this dude with the Glock might be the most dangerous thing I've fought. This guy might be a problem. How about... You know, why did I bother casting a heal spell when I could have just thrown a random item? Not very good heal spell. Not a very good spell. Poor cast, James. That's kind of more what I expected in terms of damage. Oh, the box is... Yeah, it's like cover. The boxes ate the attack for him. Okay. What is his pistol empty? I mean, I guess I probably want to, I don't know, switch to the mace to hit boxes, I guess. Okay, yeah, so move here. Because I want to make way for James to maybe stand in front of Koudelka. Assuming it's not too late. Oh! He does a good bit of damage to James. This guy's crazy strong. Let's see. Items. Ocelot. He kind of is. He kind of does be living that Ocelot lifestyle. I forget what are. I forget what all the good healing items are. TBH. Because they're all just household items, man. Alright, magic. And, I mean, screw it. Like, either his barrels are gone or he's gone. Or he kills her. God damn it! This guy is unironically the hardest boss. Now I'm like needing a cure-all spell. I'm gonna get screwed on turn economy at this rate. Really? Is that barrel still taken? That's interesting. This guy's insane. Like, I don't think it hit the barrel. I think he just dodged it. But I've been leveling Koudelka's mind the entire game. So that's wow. Shoot, shucks, darn it, crud. I don't know if I want to use a high potion because I feel like the amount of damage he does. There's no point in healing Koudelka. I should heal James and Edward with these things. You recall breaking the bears for engaging him? That's certainly where my next spell is going to go to. You know, maybe that's the deal, because when I blew up the boxes, he was adjacent to them so it could multi-target. And maybe it just couldn't do that. So what if we try player on barrel? Got the instant cast. Okay, that should destroy those. Okay. Now hopefully it can be considered open season on this guy. If his gun acts like the player's guns do, he actually does need line of sight. So if it's blocked by a character, he won't be able to do anything about it. I don't know. How good is a heal as dry food? You tell me, Edward. It's pretty good. Okay. I'm afraid it has to be this way. Miss! This guy's a god! Now he's gonna shoot my Koudelka, right? Oh good, he just shot James. No harm, no foul. Jerky. I don't know if I have any jerky. Apparently I'm jerkless. I've got cheese, I've got dried food, I've got bread, and some bona fide potions, but who knows what those do. You got James. He's the jerky. He does look like an old rawhide. I can tell you James is not going to stay ahead of this damage curve. Move him up to the front seas. King Prick. King Piece of Trash Mother Trucker. This boss fight is kinda ass. Can't cover every angle that he has, so we're just gonna have to hope and pray. Misses. What the fuck is going on with this fight? Honestly shocked that this... Maybe I do this. Maybe I get... I don't know. He can still... Yeah, I have the semblance of a plan. It's just going to take a few turns for it to happen. We'll give the bread to Edward because he needs to stay alive the most. And then... Yeah, I really have a choice. Because the party members block each other. Yes, that's it. Shoot Edward! He's definitely the most dangerous. Man, that's crazy. That's getting on my nerves. I'll move Koudelka to here. Yeah, have your fun. And then I'll move him here. So I don't know if this will effectively block Koudelka or not. Remains to be seen. Action items. We'll try a potion. Wait, I need to use the potion on James. Ah, whatever. Okay, 500 yield to that. So that's pretty good. Fortunately, now if he shoots James, James is pretty much dead. Nope, he can still reach Koudelka, so that plan was pointless. I wonder if this guy is just like... Is he just really good at dodging... magic? Like, does he have like crazy high piety or some nonsense? Try, I don't know, different spell. And then James needs healing. Oh, I feel bad having used that now. That was multiple times better. Please hit the man. We're gonna have to start trying ranged attacks, I guess. Try to load these annoying ass pistol rounds that take a whole turn to load. Wish there was like a taunt spell that I could have Edward use, right? I definitely get shot by a gun. Are you kidding me? I have to load the crossbow? I guess that's... What? Why can I not? Crossbow can't be reloaded. Oh, because it's a line of sight weapon. Derp. Seems like a terribly bad idea, but I need to know how much damage it does for science. If it can hit. Whoa! I mean, not a lot compared to a spell, but... It's so weird. So does this guy auto-dodge spells? Yeah, shoot the bums! Maybe he just doesn't believe in magic. He's like, you're not gonna hurt me with that made-up shit. Oh, man. Okay, thank God, thank God. The bow gun can reload and attack in the same turn. That was gonna be crazy. Every one of these is hitting. Like, Koudelka doesn't even have good dexterity, and these are hitting. So, like, it must be a mechanic that this guy is very unlikely to get hit by magic. Well, 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 if it isn't Whiskey O'Clock. Everybody else's health is good. Yeah, I mean, it should do that. Didn't do any damage, but... Okay, Ocelot, you gotta be going down sometime. Oh! Yeah? Yeah. Ah, man. That fight kind of not very good. What if you had no ammo? What if you reached that point and you had no ammo? Maybe melee attacks were good on him too. I don't know. Wonder if he can run out? It wasn't feeling like it, but you never know. No, you get this. What did he give me? He gave me a brown glass part and the red key. And some bread. Did we kill this guy?
Thief!
He's been sneaking around in the shadows and sniffing for treasure.
Just like us.
Well, sir, explain yourself. It's as plain as day this ruffian's a bloodthirsty killer who's been chasing us. Where you from, Hamburg? Not that it really matters. You're obviously a dirty immigrant thief. Probably infected with cholera or something, most of you are.
None of your business where I was born, you bastard!
Look, I don't really care where you were born. And I agree. He is a bastard. But tell me, did you kill all these people?
Look, I'm an immigrant. I'm a thief, and maybe I did drop a chandelier on you. But that's just because I wanted the whole pie for myself.
So you did kill all these people?
No, I swear to God. Not your God, bigot.
What do you mean?
It was the couple. The couple who look after this place.
What?
I'm telling you the truth. I've seen them. I've been down here a long time. Usually they use an axe when they catch thieves. The thieves come down here unarmed. They're stupid. They get caught from behind. I'd watch my back if I were you.
Unbelievable.
No, I'm telling you. The lucky ones die on the first strike. I've heard the others screaming through the night, clutching their bellies. I find them in the morning dead. No, I'm telling you, their fingers to their hearts, right through to their organs with the pain. Look, take it or leave it, but I'm telling you the truth. Those two, they're Satan incarnate. I may look shady, but killing's not my style. Look, the more
You tried to drop
they
it.
look on the outside, the colder and uglier the heart is. Just look at him!
Yeah. Good assessment for a thief. You're crazy if you believe this scoundrel. This killer's obviously executed hundreds of people. He needs to be turned into the police and judged in a proper forum.
We're crazy. Why? Just because he's an immigrant? Or is it because he's one of the unsaved? That's bull and you know it, you pig-headed old bigot.
What I'm trying to say is...
this guy. Thieves can be exceedingly honest, you know? Still, he did try to kill us. For that.
What did you do that for?
Damn.
If our lives cease being threatened, then it's a victory for God and all His glory, right? But if we go on letting them attack us, then the filthy, godless pagans win. Which would you like to bet on?
Edward Stone Cold. You have any more bread? Okay, alright, fine. Oh no, not a floor puzzle. Shotgun shells. Usually that goes with a shotgun. Doesn't look like these tiles activate by walking on them. The door won't open. Looks like it's been designed to open using a trick mechanism of some sort. Yep. Can't imagine what kind of mechanism that might be. Oh man, this part? You mean the puzzle specifically? Yeah. What's weird is nothing is interactable here. Let's see. Man, I've got a lot of quest items that I have no visible use for. I wonder if I need something else before I can do this. I know I can backtrack a bit here because I got a red key, which goes to a door just a little ways behind where we came from here. Plus, I have to remember I got the bear for those ghost children so I can get the green key. I don't know where the green door is just yet, but I should have access to that. Better save while I'm here, though, after the near-death experience I had. I gotta say, James is an asshole. And everything. But so was that guy that shot at me multiple times and tried to drop a chandelier on me. Like, he definitely came at us without discussion to kill. So, not feeling too broken up about Edward icing him. Like, he definitely was violent enough to prove that, like, there was every chance if we tried to walk away, he'd shoot us in the back. Okay, yeah, I tried to crush you with this chandelier. Big deal, man. Gotta add a little bit of fun, a little bit of goofing around with the chandelier. Now I can go back to enemies that simply die when they're killed. Forgot that I'm supposed to be casting with James. That is how I'm building him. Number goes up. Nice slide. Man, I don't know what's becoming of my party's build anymore at this point. Things got complicated in those last couple of fights. I don't think the guns break, though, which is interesting. It's like, seems to be just the melee weapons. Very, very odd of them. Whew, how far back was it? I think it's one more door back. Okay, so here is... Aha! Shit's so weird. I never, ever, ever, ever would have guessed this. Oh, there's more slots. I wouldn't have guessed that either. I don't know why. That's kind of... That's on me. But it just looked like there were only 3. Some games do that. You used the red key. What's this? Roman nuts? Not that exciting, actually. Aha, aha. I see. I'll just commit this to memory with my brain, just my brain, and nothing else is being used right now to remember that code. 8 symbols have been written on the box. Some of them are red, and others are blue. Okay. Oh, back to the insects again. These guys are old news. I guess they're can level off of them. Oh, I didn't notice, but Geyser had leveled up at some point. Ain't that swell? Actually, I should probably... I don't know. I guess the guns don't break because they have ammo. So it'd be like really excessive to have weapon durability on the guns and a set amount of times you can fire it. I probably should have targeted the other bug. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. I did nothing wrong. I'm gonna get these guns off of these boys just in case I run into another, like the old couple. At some point, the old couple is gonna become a problem for me, and I'm gonna have to gun them down in the street. I'm just gonna have to, vigilante justice them, And that's probably gonna need bullets because for some reason they also won't believe in magic. Although, I'm looking pretty short of just regular old beat sticks. I guess it's back to normal knife for you. James, I'm going to give you the evil... the evil horn. That seems like a James thing. Although I mean, he's casting anyway, so buffing his casting stats is actually not a bad deal. But, okay, Koudelka's is doing just fine, so... You are now the proud owner of an evil horn. May it serve you well. Hey, more pistol rounds. I was not thinking very highly of those before. Do you want to pick up the music box? Yes. It probably has something to do with that puzzle downstairs. I guess I go back to the children? I think they're close by. so I can get their key. Assuming I have everything they want. Yeah, they're like right over here. Those dead kids are right over here, right where I left them. Gotta get around to burying them one day. Whoa! That's an evolution of the orb. Freaky. Right. Oof! Advance on the baby orb. Holy crap. That is a big evil horn. Does it have reach? I'm willing to waste my turn to find out. It does. I love the animation on that. I just love thinking about the guy on the mocap stage who just had like a really long unwieldy metal pipe or something. And they're like, you know what? The more awkwardly you swing with this thing, the better it's gonna look on our, you know, untrained motley crew of actors. A level for Koudelka? You shouldn't have. Give her a little bit more vitality, because... Oh, that gun episode. And a what? An espata? Vital espata. I truly have no idea what the heck that's supposed to be. I'll put it in Edward's hands for now. Wait a minute, this isn't where I left those children. They're still gotta be nearby. Oh, now you don't want to save? Whatever. Whatever, I don't need to save. Maybe the kids are around this corner. Uh-oh. Where did I leave those dead kids? They're up here. I remember now. They're up here. There they are. I don't want to pull it away. Can I just use the bear? Or maybe... I don't see a teddy bear in my inventory. Maybe having the teddy bear will let me take the key, or maybe it'll let me deal damage. Give us back our dolls. Now I'm gonna fight again. Okay, action. There's definitely no option to mess with the toys I found. I guess we see if I can hurt them at all. Oh, it's like a arm blade thing. That's interesting. Somebody was Soul Calibur inspired. It's looking like I can't hurt them though. That's very weird. because so I can't use the toys in battle. It didn't come up naturally while speaking to the mummies. Is this the green key door, by the way? It is. Okay. Well, that solves that mystery. I know I picked up the dang things. Oh, right. There was this letter that was with the toys. You performed the secret experiment to forget the pain of love. May all people be saved by God's divine lights. Nope. Not seeing how that correlates to my situation. Can't use the music box. Oh, here's a lion statue. That was one of the things. Doesn't work, though. I guess it ain't time yet. Well, I still have the lead with the code on the side of the box. And that's a funny little man. And I also have a music box that might go with that puzzle. Huh. That was pretty good damage for also a heal. Probably means it'll break shortly. Feeling just a little bit like I may have killed a demon fetus, which I guess it's a good deed. I got a brooch. A brooch. That's an accessory, I would assume. Earth brooch. Buffs and loses out elsewhere. A lot of mind lost. This is not compellingly better than the rings I already have. And I still don't have anything to put this acid in with, so I can't dissolve the what's it spot on the door. Yeah, it's looking like my only option. Oh, wait a minute. I might have saw something on the ground there. Might not be important, but it can be kind of hard to see items on the ground, especially when it pulls, the camera pulls backwards. I really like this mummy skeleton thing. I think somehow like the hyper emaciated to the point that it practically looks like a skeleton is like scarier than either of the alternatives. But anyway, goodbye. I was just biding time until the spell went off. You're not interesting at all. You're dead. I swear to God, if this is like acid retaining cup acid retaining solo cup on the ground here. I'm gonna be really upset that I missed it earlier. Alright, I see you this time. What are you? Ah, it's just pistol rounds. Oh man. I also remember that there is a locked... No, I don't want to save right now. A locked chest. But you know what? I can't even... I can't get to that chest. There's a locked chest in the first section of the game, the Disc 1 section, that it said we needed the combination for, but I don't want to think about whether or not anything I found connects to that yet. Probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the floor panel room. I'm just going to give a cursory attempt, see if anything I've acquired is good enough to start the puzzle. And then if not, I'll probably end the stream before I go off searching aimlessly. That needs more of a fresh to the stream mindset to do. One weird thing about vital weapons is they can't do kill hits. They can only take enemies to 1 HP. That is yet another truly... How is this, like, system so deep, yet doesn't feel deep at all? Like, I guess I can't call it shallow or basic with this many, like, hidden aspects to it, right? Like, that wouldn't be accurate, but at the same time, it's like, what the hell? Obtuse? Yeah, I guess that's fair. Maybe it's all in the manual. Once you get your own copy, you can report back about whether that's like, this is just the punishment, the punishment for being a sinful emulator. Let's do a little savesies. Bing, 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 bing. One of those says temporary in all caps. How is this save that occupies a slot any less valid than one done at a water fount? What does that even mean that it's called temporary? Do I even want to ask how much you had to pay? Wow, from this angle, I feel like I see something upstairs that I maybe missed before. 230 is a crazy good deal. Like, I'm not... That's so good that I'm, like, skeptical about what you're getting. I mean, like, you have to try. If, like, you've committed to getting a copy, like, you have to make an attempt. But that's the thing, like, if the seller is good, how can they not know what they have? Right? I mean, I guess they could just sell a lot, but, like, these days, like, even your random local, you know, used video game store tends to know what they have. If cracks in the case can take it from its higher end closed in box. Like, I don't know if you're saying it's wrapped, but at least it's like game with box and manual, maybe is what you mean. But like, even then, like if a few... Am I accidentally like a tactical god, by the way, by knocking that guy back? Now they all get hit? Oh, complete inbox? I don't know. CIB means different things, I guess, depending. I really don't fucking want to know the collector's lingo, because the collectors piss me the fuck off. Them in their stupid mint sealed cases. Such a racket, such a fake ass pile of shit. Like that's getting the cursing to come out of me, you know. Yeah, I hope it's like what I was gonna like slowly gonna get around to saying though is like, if that's all it takes for the price to come down that far, then fucking good. That means I might actually be able to like acquire 1 or 2 games like on my list that are normally too expensive. Probably not Misadventures of Tron Bond. That one seems like a lost cause. But maybe like I can get like a decent copy of Suikoden 2 at some point. Like that's my... Like Tron Bond's a really obvious white whale, but like I've been in love with Legends for longer than it was a collector's item. So it's like I just happened to accidentally overlap with some absolutely stupid pricing. But Suikoden 2 is another one where it's just like, I loved that game back when y'all assholes didn't know it was going to be worth a bunch of money, but I just wasn't a child of means enough to purchase it, or foresight. Just somebody lent it to me back in the day. Had I known, I would have stolen it. Whose turn is it? James? What? Oh, I guess the spear isn't reach in diagonal. We got true D&D ass rules here. I mean, certain stuff was always bad, like Tron Bond and Suikoden were always bad. I think they're just worse now. Oh, Koudelka's silence. That's what the deal is. It canceled her attack. I guess the ghost gets the arrow then. The squeaky ghost gets shot. Yeah, no. Both Tron Bond and Suikoden were always super bad. Tron Bond, I believe, would just have like probably just have like a really limited run. I don't think that would have been true of Suikoden 2, so I don't know why that was always so bad. The fight took way too long just because Koudelka got silenced. There's just 3 weak enemies. Thanks for the whiskey. Genuinely, though. If I've learned anything, is that I will need all that whiskey. I do have... Oh, apparently whatever I saw on the second floor is not a real interactable. Fair enough. What could this design on the floor mean? The mark looks like the one that was on the music box, or on the box in the basement. So is this interactable in of itself? I'm gonna assume blue means I shouldn't step on it. So we do triangle, this thingy, this thingy. What the hell? This doesn't make sense. Because then then it says 4. But now nothing matches up. Okay. So I feel like I'm missing something here. This might be a next time. This might be a next time puzzle. But yeah, I know for sure I own a copy of AC4, and I'm pretty sure I own a copy of AC4 Answer. I don't think most of mine are in box, though. I think I just have a bunch of loose discs. Which, like, I don't know. Maybe I should try and get one with a box, but, that starts to bring up the question of, like, is now the time to go spend extra money on a game I already own? Well, I definitely want everything in a box, but it just depends on how much it costs, right? I want to say they're probably not that bad, but you never know how things have changed. Okay. But I think that's going to be enough Koudelka for me for today. Next time I'm going to have to, like, oh god, steal my brain about the floor puzzle and if there's something I'm missing outside of that room or what. But thanks for swinging by. Thanks for chatting. At the rate we're going, I'm probably like seconds from hitting disc 3 based off of how long disc 1 was. I don't know, maybe 2, 3 tops more streaming sessions I would think to finish this, unless I get horribly stuck somewhere. But yeah, that'll do. Probably next time I stream, it'll be to finish off Kingsfield 1. As long as I can wrangle Red Quarters to co-host with me again, because at this point, it wouldn't feel right to not do it, complete that with him. So, yeah, that's probably what I'm looking to do next time I stream. So, anyway, once again, thanks for swinging by. Have a good rest of your night, your morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. And, peace.